Hello everyone and welcome to the weekend video, even though it is a bit late. I have finished the second chapter, the second adventure of the Strixhaven campaign with both my groups, with both, varying degrees of success in the side plots. So, I have the group of currently 5, soon to be 6 people that is made up of a vampire, demon, angel, a human, and another human, with an addition of a half-dragon human later on. And yeah, they did the first plot, the first few adventures, relatively easy. But since I had some additions to the whole thing, like I added tutors for each group, they had the clever idea to steal an unknown fungal culture and just put it somewhere on campus, because why not? The fungus looks cute and I want it. So we'll see what comes about that. Other than that, they are still trying to get some kind of business going. Thankfully, one of the characters is now part of the Strixhaven entrepreneurs, which is a thing apparently that you can do and that you can be. Yeah, other than that, they did some other stuff as well, but I'm gonna talk about this later in the next session probably, because I don't want to spoil too much. Minimum to say, the fugitive is flaunting the name at everyone, everything they can see, because what could possibly go wrong? While the human with a weapon that is telling them very interesting stories about reality is, basically just went to the most powerful mage they could find and taught them about said weapon, which is something that can absolutely not come back to haunt them. So I spiced the Strixhaven campaign up with a bit of something in between. Basically, before the first adventure is just like, hey, this is the day you're coming on, and they fight a small kind of like a weak kind of mimic, kind of interesting. And the second adventure in the cafe from last time is some people found frogs which glow in colors, and now they're gonna make a frog race in the cafe. I don't even know why they do this in the cafe, but it is what it is. I took the story as it was, and yeah, to spice this up, to make this a bit more feel a bit more like university. You're starting here. I had them attend a lecture, like a starting seminar, by one of the most powerful mages in current magic history, Joda the Archmage Eternal, which is a canonical character of magic, very, very old character. He comes from one of the first story expansions, The Dark, of 1994, I think. He is the main character of, or the character we follow of The Dark, Ice Age, the original block, and Shattered, or in Magic Alliances, the book is called Shattered Alliances, and it follows his multi-thousand-year story, because as a young man he kind of got semi-immortal, or at least ageless, and you have to read the books too to actually know the full story, but thanks to that he's living like a few thousand years already when things happen that make him actually effectively immortal by virtue of a good friend who was helping out with that. And Yeah, he was the guest lecturer, and they had nothing better to do than bother him with their questions and quests, and he is definitely the wrongest person you tell, hey, I have this magic artifact that talks to me and wants to help the world, because his backstory is basically that the same thing happened, just that it was his mortal enemy inside the ring that was cursed, or that spoke to people. So yeah, needless to say, he's gonna have someone have an eye on the group, just to be sure that nothing wrong is going on. So yeah, we'll see what comes of that. Very interesting stuff indeed. And we'll also see next time what comes of the stolen fungus, because what could possibly go wrong if we put a random fungal culture that we just liberated from a lab into basically just randomly the campus somewhere. They put it in the backyard of a house some of the group live in, because they have like special dormitories, because yeah, they have a name. They flaunt their name at everything and everyone, and this is what comes of it. But yeah, next adventure is going to happen in the tavern, which works because one of the characters actually decided to work there. Mainly because drunken customers can't really say much if you need their blood. Well, that's not really what's going on, but kinda. So the cafe, the tavern itself has two big guest rooms, lower one and a higher one. The higher one is the one with the dark oak floor, and I will actually like make a differentiation between the two later on. There is the issue that when I was about to finish, the whole thing crashed and I had to do the whole thing again, so the actual map, the actual kitchen will not look exactly, or the actual map will not exactly perfectly look like the one you're seeing, but in spirit it is the absolute same. They have a little barista or bar station in the middle, they have a big kitchen in the back. They have some side rooms, and I guess the smaller side rooms at the end, at the exits, are supposed to be bathroom stalls. So I made two bathrooms as well here. It wasn't really completely well described. Like there was I just read the headliners and it said back door, but there was these smaller compartments and the side, and I was like, okay, this looks like bathrooms. So yeah, there's that. Relatively short thing to do. You can see in the middle there is like a lot of sitting room. They have a patio, not sure, outside where you can also sit and enjoy the food. But yeah, this is where the next main story will happen. But first I'm gonna be a little bit mean to my players because they stole the fungus and they have to suffer through it. Yeah, I wanted to try with this. I wanted to try to emulate like the step between the lower and the upper floor, yeah, it is not perfect. In the actual later version, I actually just like put a small wall in between there. That is made from stone that looks like stepping stones, so the illusion of higher floor. This is something I wish I could do, like a floor that is only half raised to the next one. I know that Dungeon Alchemist can do multiple floors. You can see it on the right side of the screen, the 0 with the two arrows in over and below it. You can do like a cellar room. You can also do like a upper floor. I think multiple upper floors. I'm not really sure, but yeah, you can see me play around right there with it. But I don't really need one, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to like differentiate the different levels here better to visualize it. But yeah, for the second one, I actually did it a bit differently. Yeah, that is my preparation. Next week, I'm gonna run the first group through this adventure, and a few weeks later, the second one. So we'll see how the whole thing turns out. Thanks for watching. There will be some content on Wednesday, and until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you guys around.